it looks like we're one step closer to getting all the bad guys from the movie Spider-Man No Way Home. Hang out with me for a while as we check out Marvel's Electro. What is up, my peeps? It's your boy, The Ruckus, back at you again with another action figure review. And you see what we got before us. You heard the opener. We have got Electro. Jamie Foxx portrays Electro in Spider-Man No Way Home. And you see this is you see from the size of the packaging, this is a designated deluxe. You see what's in the packaging, and there's nothing hidden. You see the electrical effects, and you see a second set of hands and the figure itself. I'm not even going to waste time. That does not rate deluxe treatment in my estimation, but we're going to see what's up anyway. You see the packaging, like I said, Spider-Man No Way Home, Marvel's Electro. We have the Spider-Man logo at the top. We've got some artwork of Electro on the side. And on the other side, down below, we have that self-same artwork. Down there on the rear, we have that self-same artwork, only in the form of an even larger thumbnail. There is a slight write-up here brought in from another universe with Doctor Strange's spell. Max Dillon comes back stronger than ever as the electricity-manipulating villain. In other words, Electro. Before we delve into the figure, we will, of course, check out the accessories, few as they are. But before that, I want to take this time out real quick to show my appreciation. I've been doing this for 4 years on this channel, bringing these reviews, and it's been a very arduous rise. What I'm getting at is sometime while I was asleep, I finally, after 4 years, finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Obviously, it's a milestone for me. Very small channel here, but I still try to do what I do, you know, and it looks good. It looks good when I view the account and I see a 1K there. So I just want to thank you. I wish that I was around so I could see it. It happened so fast. In terms of the last night, I was at about 947, right? So think about it. I just hit 4 years and I got to 947. And then I wake up this morning and I check and I'm at 1,050 something. So over 100 subscriptions just like that. So I wish I was around so I could know the name of the person that was the 1,000th subscriber, so I could thank that person specifically. But if you're watching, thank you, and to everybody, thank you. Anyway, the accessories for Electro, you sold in the packaging. We had gotten a set of hands, and they're basically, both of them are graspers, so to speak. So that's what we get. But they're pretty cool. But the highlight are these electric / lightning effects. These are the best electric effects that Hasbro has come up with to date for Marvel Legends. And we've gotten them in blue, and now we're getting them here in yellow. So that's pretty cool. As far as Electro himself, bring him closer to. I guess I got to get him bent over a little bit so we can see all of the goodness up front. And you see that the portrait has got the lightning, the electric effect in that star shape that is iconic to the comic book based Electro. And shame we didn't get an additional depowered head sculpt showing Jamie Foxx. It's generally believed that there was no licensing for his likeness. So this was the best that we could get, unfortunately. I want to show you guys something, though. If you look here on the side, I was perusing, and they can't really show Jamie Foxx's face. But if you know Jamie Foxx, look at that profile. That, I could be tripping, but that looks like Jamie Foxx's profile. I'm not saying that if we were to remove the star from his face that'll look like Jamie Foxx, but that profile definitely does. And the wild thing is, not really so much on the opposite side, but his right side definitely looks like it. In terms of the rest of him, the costume is banging, in my estimation. The makeshift costume that they came up with in the movie is translated here. He's got all of these conduits running from basically all over the place, from that harness coming out to his gauntlets. And they actually connect up to his torso. You can remove that right there, both sides, and just press them back in. And even these pegs here on the side there, they can actually go into these holes that he has on his legs there, but they're a tight fit, so probably just best to leave them hanging. They're covering up the holes pretty decently anyway. And as far as that harness is concerned, you see nice and yellow. We've got some nice paint apps going on here. The silver is cool. We've got the dual belts, and he's got silver and yellow paint there. And then the main belt right down there. And we've got the yellow, and then there's some like, I guess, mango colored inside of the silver there. Pretty cool. The gauntlets on the forearms are they're basically plastic. They're not painted. They're plastic silver, and it's unfortunate because you can't actually see the difference. Fortunately, since they'll be at his arms, you won't really notice them. Then you got this right here down at the bottom, and I'm trying to remember exactly what this was supposed to be, but it's painted a platinum, which is pretty cool. It's a movie figure, so you know how Hasbro does. They'll definitely give you the paint on the movie figures. We've got this apparatus, and there are two of them down here on the sides of his legs, and they're actually textured, and they are transparent, believe it or not. The texture is taken away from the transparency, but I can see right through to the yellow conduit on the other side. Then, of course, you got the knees, nice and black there. And then the boots, he's got wrappings around the bottoms of his pants, keeping them intact. And then you got the boots there, styling. And he's got the soles, pretty cool. On the rear, you see what's going on back there. So the silver continues on, and yeah, that's what you got going on right there. So getting him back, zooming out a little bit so we could check out his articulation. His head is on a ball hinge, I should say, so he can look up that far, which is decent. He is a flyer, even though he does more hovering than vertical type flying. He can look down that far. He gives you some tilt, and of course he can 360 it. You can get the T-pose. The conduits, they actually have more than enough give, so you won't feel like you're going to be impeded. He could technically do a 360, but here's where you'll get the impeding from the conduit, so you're not going to get that. He has the bicep swivel, the double jointed elbows. Let's see if I can get that other joint to go. There it goes. Double jointed elbows. In terms of the wrist, it's a swivel there, and then a horizontal hinge. It's horizontal on all of his wrists, on all the hands. He's got a diaphragm, so he can left and right it. He can get your, your rotation. And when you do rotate, as you saw, the housings for the conduits on his torso will pop out. So keep that in mind. He can go back that much. Going forward, you already know it's going to be difficult. You're going to get only that much going forward. And he does have a waist swivel. Actually, it's not a waist swivel. It's a ball joint waist. So you're getting some good articulation there. So what you will miss out for in the diaphragm crunch part, you'll have to make up for it down there with that ball joint at the waist. So you got that. He can spread them that far at the hips. He can kick nearly 90. Go back not much at all. He's got the thigh swivel, the double jointed knees going on. You can see that right there. He doesn't have any swivel at the boot portion, but he does give you the toe pointing that far. He can go up that far. He's got ankle pivot holes at the bottom of his feet, and he basically looks cool. He actually looks cooler in person, if you're talking about an action figure, than I would have originally given him credit for. Here's a pose of Electro with those effects, and they really do look good. The way how they're designed. I know I've mentioned it before from the last time from the blue ones, but there are the wrist clips. You could, of course, entangle them any kind of way you want around the arms, but they do have wrist clips, so you can get an effect just like this. This is absolutely great to me, the effects. And here we have the prior 3 bad guys from No Way Home that we've already gotten. Of course, we've got Norman Osborn on our left, portrayed by Willem Dafoe, aka the Green Goblin. On our right, we have William Baker, Flint Marko, the Sandman, and I can't tell you the name of the guy that portrayed him, so I'm not even going to try to front. And of course, you know what's going on up top. We have got Doc Ock and Alfred Molina. So looking good. And of course, Jamie Foxx as Electro, even though we can't really see him. It really would have been nice to get another head sculpt depowered. So to close out, I'll end it like I began it, stating that we're one step closer to getting the 5 bad guys to complete the roster for Spider-Man No Way Home. We already know that we're getting the Lizard, and then that will do it. And I will, of course, revisit putting them all in a family portrait scene when we get that guy. And next time, don't think I forgot, don't think I left him out. I purposely didn't compare any of the Spider guys because this was a villain thing. And when we get the Lizard, we'll see what we could do about having this big old reunion, so to speak. Anyway, as far as our guy here, Max Dillon, aka Electro, portrayed by Jamie Foxx, the figure looks very, very nice. I'm loving all the conduit, the yellows, the paint apps, great. The lightning or electric effects, I should say, for this guy are, I just love how they look. Just look at that, this end pose right here, and you understand what I'm talking about. So those are pretty good. Having said all that, this is definitely not worthy of the deluxe designation. All we got were those effects, which I love very much, but that's all we got, and an additional set of hands, which he's sporting right now. That is not, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not even an additional head sculpt. Even if they couldn't give us a straight up depowered Jamie Foxx likeness, we could have gotten one with, some type of expression. Another head sculpt, something to warrant this being a deluxe and paying the extra cost. But we didn't get that, so it is what it is. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? let me know down in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know the rules. You know how we do. And just want to say thank you once again for the 1K. And it's time to go for 2 stacks now, right? The struggle continues. All right, y'all. Peace.